Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
This is McCaffrey on the give, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well. And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And Carolina scores to cap it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. A strong running. And he's got some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful. And that strength was on display there. On first down, Lance. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On second down now, it's Mitchell. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. To throw, it's Lance. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll make it a second down. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Oh, nice move. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A good run there off right tackle in old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the press. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Quez Watkins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now 21-0. That time a 6-play drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. San Francisco's offense returns to the field in some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Right back to Mitchell on second down. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Let's go. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving? On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Over the middle, complete. It's Mitchell. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Working from the gun, Lance. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Niners are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And now they're in the hurry-up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
A big connection on that one. 34 yards. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Oh, wide open, complete. And they'll get this right past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. outside through the air. 39 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. Again, he targets more. This one is complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. On the ground, McCaffrey. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll set up a throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
McCaffrey. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
On second down, it's Hubbard, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Now a play fake here on first down. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so. There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And he will take it across for the Panthers touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now. Because you're...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Taking it about the 1. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Throwing on first down is Lance. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Lance again. And this will be incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of...